Breath of Hope is the third mission in Spacelords, part of the Locals campaign. And story-wise, it takes place right after the mission in Shock, where we met the electrifying Dr. Kuzmin and Herrick's dream girl.
She's a fighter who can make a difference.
Whose name is Shay. As you may remember, we rescued her, but she wasn't quite a damsel in distress.
Just who do you think you are?
With Shay reluctantly part of his band of misfit raiders, Herrick hopes to find the legendary Protectors, locals of the Broken Planet who Herrick thinks will be able to drive out the humans from his planet once and for all. As before, you'll head into a character selection screen and choose from your unlocked characters. Each brings his or her own special ability, weapon type, and personality. This mission is a mixture of tight corners and wide open spaces, so choose wisely. Antagonists may invade your mission, but you'll find out only after your team has chosen their characters and started the mission. Make sure you work together as a team, and they shouldn't be too much of a problem. Often, antagonists will go after isolated players, so try to stick together as much as possible to help each other out.
You know, I always end up losing with you.
We're all going to lose if we don't fight together.
And you always have an answer for everything. So what's your plan?
To find the three Protectors. Only they can invoke the ancient world's technology that our people abandoned thousands of years ago. Once the technology is in our grasp, we can teleport the humans back to their own planet, with no way to return.
The Protectors are a myth. It's a load of crap. If that's your plan, then we're really screwed.
Then you won't mind coming with us to make sure they don't exist. You were right. Medallion is receiver for low-frequency electromagnetic waves.
No way.
Good news is, Protector is there. Or rather, whatever is communicating with Medallion is. Bad news is, after receiving signal, Medallion stopped showing any activity.
There's even worse news. That area is infested with war dogs.
Look at that fat fuck! The runners are collecting olives! There's one of the monoliths Herrick was talking about! That was intense, dude! Uh-oh, this is not what I was expecting! Everyone down! No fucking clue, man, but you guys need to find a way into the Inner Sanctum. The Protector may have sought refuge there. They need to move back. The olive radiation is frying my systems. I'll be back when you have the Protector.
Cortez deposits your team on the outside of the location. Much like a puzzle box, you'll have to open the outside in order to reach the Inner Sanctum. And of course, there are war dogs to ruthlessly take out. The monoliths around the outside circle, closer to the edge, are the places where you'll need to deposit Aleph. The rest of the map is a bit of a circular maze, with stairs leading both up and down to all the different levels. To quickly cross the circle, you have to go to the top level in the middle. The quickest way to get Aleph is to go for the war dogs that have already stockpiled 5 Aleph. They will shine blue through the walls. The elites, of course, will also provide you with Aleph when you kill them. With the Aleph in tow, make your way to the monolith ready to receive it. You may pass by other monoliths that are not quite open yet. Don't forget to watch out for your team's health and help where you can. War dogs arrive in large numbers and can swarm you or them in a blink of an eye. Due to its maze-like structure, it's easy to get separated and isolated from the other players on this map.
If it helps, there should be an outlet portal around there in the shape of a monolith. Outstanding. The monolith is charged halfway.
Once the monolith has some Aleph, make sure that someone protects it. War dogs can come and steal it. If they do, simply get more Aleph and keep depositing in the same monolith until it's full. We can't stress enough, teamwork is key here, as is with all Spacelords missions. Your team has a limited amount of respawns, indicated at the top left, and the more you help each other to stay alive, the less likely you'll be to use up all your Aleph lives and end up in survival mode. If you find yourself alone and surrounded by enemies, try to find cover and allow yourself to heal. Different characters have different wounded timing. Some will recover faster than others. As you play through different characters, you'll find a faction that best suits your playstyle. Remember that patience is better than running in and trying to tank huge mobs. Allowing yourself the time to recover health can mean the difference between winning and losing a mission over time.
Monolith at 100%. Score 10. Do we need to do anything else? What the hell should I know? It's activated. Monolith activated. Get on the road if you don't want to die young.
Once the monolith is full, you'll have to activate it. A countdown timer will begin. Gather your team around the monolith and protect it from war dogs.
Motherfucker, what the hell is that? The temple is reconfiguring. First monolith activated. Go get the second one, team.
And you guessed it, there's more than one monolith you need to overload with Aleph. 3 to be precise. And each subsequent monolith you need to open will require even more Aleph. If you are playing in a solo mission, you'll notice that the Aleph threshold will be lower than if you were playing in a team, but will still increase with each monolith. That makes sense. There's 3 less players to help. By the way, to unlock any Spacelords mission for solo training mode, you do have to win 5 of that specific mission in multiplayer mode. Also, make sure to stay within the orange circle line around a monolith once it is active. If the timer ends and you're outside, you will lose Aleph for your respawns.
Monolith activated. My calculations indicate that this signal regroup near the monolith. Our guess could end up being brute orbits.
Use your abilities strategically. If your character can set down traps, or bubbles, or mines, think about the best place to, well, place them. Look for opportunities to create kill boxes for the enemies, or protection and health for your teammates. Once all 3 monoliths are activated, the Inner Sanctum opens, and the war dogs follow. In addition to the Wardog horde, you also have to contend with snipers and 3 large flying spheres called the Guardians. The edges of the map provide you with much needed cover spots. It's also where the snipers like to hang out. Besides taking them out as general nuisances, the snipers will provide you with the aleph that you need to execute down Guardians. If you're playing solo training, grab the aleph before you go to a Guardian, so that once it's wounded and down on the ground, you can overload it immediately. They only stay down for a brief period of time, and they regenerate their entire health otherwise.
One less Guardian to share the schnitzel with.
The Guardians won't generally attack you unless you provoke them. Then they will target you. You'll see a red circle on the ground, and you'll have 1 or 2 seconds to move out to safety.
One ball down. That was fun, but it's a shame it doesn't bleed.
If you've got a shotgun, or are too far away from any Guardian to do real damage, focus on clearing out the yard trash, all those war dogs, or gathering aleph from the snipers. And don't waste your ammo on multiple Guardians at once. They will regenerate their health very quickly, and you will lose valuable time. If you get to a survival mode, don't panic. Just keep the heroics to a minimum and stick to cover. If you die during survival mode, you will need to wait to respawn. You will not be able to respawn until Cortez returns with more aleph for your team. And remember, each survival mode gets longer and longer. Of course, if you are the last of your team and die during survival mode, the mission fails completely.
Well done. I'm here now with the tank full.
We won't lie. It can all get pretty chaotic. Keep focused on your task, watch out for your teammates, and you'll kill all 3 Guardians in no time. And be rewarded with a pleasant surprise. Maybe the Protectors are not a myth after all?
I can take you to your ship. come to me, or you will die here.
Let's get the fuck out of here!
Congratulations! You've completed your third Spacelords mission. Let us know what you think of this video down below in the comments, and share any questions with us. We're happy to help.
Amar Nin-Dingir, your presence fills us with hope.
It is you who bring hope, and it is I who thank you.
Amar, it is essential we find the other two protectors. Do you know where they are?
No, unfortunately. The human invasion has scattered us, turning us into refugees, altering the balance in the Aleph. I no longer feel anything beyond my physical senses.
Amar Nin-Dingir. Your tunic and the symbols on your forehead, are they unique to the protectors?
They are.
I have seen these clothes and symbols recently in the Uratu mines.
A boy, perhaps?
I'm not sure.
Have you fought strange manifestations? Beings that look like you but try to kill you?
It's possible.
Then it has begun. Hurry and find the other protectors. A threat greater than the humans looms over us all.